Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for the fan roundup after a 2-2 draw here at the Emirates Stadium. Simple question, everyone's going to ask it. Are you starting to fear Tottenham after today's performance? Are you fearful of their resurgence, or is it down to our mistakes today?
I mean, I think it's definitely down to our mistakes. Like, Tottenham are definitely getting better, and this result actually helps them to get into that confidence more. That they're actually doing something special. But just generally, from Arsenal standpoint, we just got to focus on ourselves and be more ruthless and just cut out the mistakes. Because it's a game that we gave to them at the end of the day. I think that generally, this whole season has been a lot of changes in the starting lineup going around, and I think on Wednesday we saw our best performance from the team. Unfortunately, Trossard got injured, and here we're seeing different lineups again. Fabio Vieira starting in the midfield with Declan Rice. Even though I think Fabio Vieira has been very good and he's been improving as a player, I think it's not there's so many reasons that we're not controlling the games, and it's making everything a bit difficult. We haven't gone to our strides, and of course, thankfully, it's not lost. So we're getting better, and we can move forward, and hopefully we get to that stride. Our next home game against Man City is very important. If we win that game, I think we forget about this game very quickly, and from there we can hopefully get into that stride. We just gotta get that run together.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you that same question. Are you fearful of Tottenham Hotspur? Do you see them maybe overtaking us at some point this season, or
honestly, I think you got to ask a different question. We should not even be asking about Spurs. They're not in the picture for our ambitions at all.
But they just came here and got a draw.
That was on us.
They played. They come in. And listen, I don't want to be speaking about them, but they came here and they got a draw against us. We were terrible. We were awful today.
That was us, though.
So that's the question.
So are you? Did you ask the same question after the Fulham game?
Yeah, well, no, but Tottenham are rivals. They're North London rivals.
It's just a geography thing. Bro. It's just a geography thing. They're not. Come on, bro.
No, this is a derby that goes way, way back, bro. It's not just a.
I get it, but think about. They've won 2 Carabao Cups in 40 years, bro. That's not. We didn't. This is. I can't fathom this question. We didn't. Bro, fuck Tottenham, bro. We looking at City and fucking Madrid, Liverpool, European or Premier League. Spurs is not.
Right now, they're on the same points as us. They're the same. They're still unbeaten, just like us.
That's the problem, though. The way, the mentality and the ambition is just. It's not elite, bro. Today was not good, bro. And Spurs, they shouldn't. It can't be a question, bro. Spurs. They're not on our level. It can't be a question, bro.
So do you expect Arsenal to win the league this season?
That was my preseason expectation, but
But now after today, which is context, you're saying
it's still definitely very much possible for sure. But
But do you believe it?
Today.
Oh, there you go. You're talking about Tottenham. Oh, that's not a question. But now you're I know. But you're looking at today.
Hold on. Let me say something. This is what I honestly believe, right? Because I think someone said it earlier. The 4 teams that were in top 4 last year, they aren't even in Champions League this year. If your preseason expectations are to be in top 4, you're probably not going to make it. If you go in for the league, maybe you fall in top 4. So for me, Spurs' preseason ambition is make top 4. We're looking to win the league. So if we're in 3rd, 2nd, or 4th, we're going to be disappointed, So it's we shouldn't even be talking about Spurs, bro.
But do you believe? Okay. You've done all of that, and then you've said, but do you believe we can win the league?
I do. It's still early, you guys said before. Even if we had won the 6 games, I wouldn't be here
of course.
Going crazy. But you want to know my personal theory on the performance compared to PSV? I think that in that one game, which was, I think everyone can agree, our best performance of the season, I think Odegaard, when he plays a little bit deeper, partnering Rice in the midfield, he gives a little bit more control with his finesse. But I think Mikel makes him do too much pressing in the forward line, and he doesn't get any touches. Against PSV, he had the most touches in our team, and I think that was his best performance in an Arsenal shirt.
And PSV are different to Tottenham Hotspur. Can you admit that?
Different, but not inferior.
Okay.
They're different for sure, but I think the role he's given him when he pushes forward and he has to do all this running around, he doesn't get touches on the ball versus when he's more of an orchestrator and letting Havertz and Jesus do more of the forward running and the finishing. Let Odegaard be more of a controller. I don't know. That's just my view on it.
No, I hear that. Come forward, my friend. Same question. Fearful. My man always said this is not a question because I'm assuming you think Arsenal should be light years ahead of Tottenham, which the past couple of seasons, last season we were, but the past couple of seasons it hasn't been like that. But are you fearful of this new manager, they come here and they played us off, or you think, nah, forget that, we're still going to be up there and they're going to be nowhere?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm from New York. I always say I'm a new fan to this, you know?
That's cool.
So I'm hoping we win the fucking league.
Yeah, fair.
That's it. I don't want anything less than that.
Oh, that's all.
Like you already mentioned, if it's third, it's already ruined for me.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let me ask you that same thing. Tottenham Hotspur, worried about the resurgence, or is it something that you don't care about? It was more on us today, more than what they do.
Cecil, we come at this game, I'll say to every single man here, I came here so confident because when Tottenham are not even as good as we are, if Arsenal really want to win this league, just put a lot of pressure, work together. But if not for Leon Trossard, he's out, he's injured. Declan Rice, of course, I was literally not happy that would always be on the ball, scoring. And literally that's what he did at home against Manchester United. He was injured. That's what I was not happy about as well. In Nketiah, I saw the way he played, but he should have just cleared that ball. As matter of times that the way he had the ball, he should just cleared it all at once. Because literally, look at the penalty of Saka, absolutely outstanding. But one thing I'm really disappointed mostly is that they gave it away to Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son scored. And I was here, a lot of people were here just very disappointed. And literally,
10 seconds,
if we want to win this league, if we want to win this league this season,
Or
like I even said to Robbie once, just work together as a team, put a lot of pressure, and you'll be fine. Because literally, it's not even long the season started. My best game ever was the Champions League game, Arsenal vs PSV. Because in that Champions League game, PSV are shit. You know that Arsenal would obviously beat the hell out of them. Why couldn't they do that today? Why couldn't they do that today?
Exactly. We lost them last season, right?
Literally, last season,
But also PSV aren't Tottenham Hotspur as well.
Literally, we were so close last season because I had the confidence last season. We were so close. But this, City snatched from us. Why? Because the players were sloppy. Because if we come with this game, and it's the North London derby, it's also for Tottenham. Still, I know Tottenham are quite rough at times, but that does not give Arsenal players the audacity to just allow them get away with it. But as far as I say, is we go to Brentford, let's see what happens during the weekday at Brentford.
Okay, let me ask you, my friend, Tottenham Hotspur, after today, worried about where they're going to end up over Arsenal? Or do you feel like, nah, this is just a bad day offers for Arsenal? It wasn't how good Tottenham are becoming.
I think it's mainly due to the fatigue.
Okay,
I think we're playing a lot of matches. Every 4 games we're playing matches 3 times a week. So I think the injuries, because of the fatigue, the injuries are catching up. We got Martinelli out, Trossard out, Rice out. So then there's not many options for Arteta as well. So that's why you had to put Jesus out. I don't think it's Arteta's fault that Jesus is playing. I think maybe Smith Rowe would have played, but I think Smith Rowe putting him in first game into North London derby, I think that's too much for him. So,
Okay, thank you. Let me ask you, my friend, Tottenham Hotspur. Worry about the resurgence, or do you expect or is it down to you? Do you think that it's more Arsenal, their own mistakes that why we've messed up, say, or is it just this new Tottenham that's causing a worry for us?
Well, it's kind of a bit of both. First of all, it's down to us because we had a midweek game throughout the Champions League. So obviously you got to understand some players were a bit tired. They were kind of a bit too overconfident going to the games. So that's why we've done a lot of mistakes to allow us on scoring 2 goals. But we should have done much better than that in terms of working defensively, try to kill off the game. And also Tottenham, what you can say, they're playing quite well compared to the ones they were last season. So there's nothing I can make a doubt about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, my bro. It's obviously a lot of heated answers, some composed obviously on Tottenham Hotspur today. Obviously we got a draw. I think many fans expect us to get a win. But is that a worry for you, concern that Tottenham picked up a point here at the Emirates?
Still is disappointing. Obviously today I expected us to get the win, very confident. In the end, how the game played out, Rice got taken off at half-time, kind of switched up the momentum, slower midfield with Jorginho. No disrespect to him, but it just kind of messed up our rhythm, I would say, because first half we had our chances. Jesus, when he nicked it, should have scored that. Then we could have been 2 up, different game. But in the end, still undefeated. Disappointing because I always want to beat Tottenham. It feels like a loss.
Of course.
But we're still undefeated. We've got to move on, try and improve. And Arteta has a lot on his shoulders today for his decisions. I don't think Eddie should have played a full 90.
Yeah. No.
I support Eddie, like he's a good player,
Yeah.
but today he weren't really with it. So I don't know how he lasted a full 90 and Jesus didn't. When Eddie was booked, he couldn't really be pressing. Could have got a second yellow. So Arteta just has to look back at this and try and improve for the future. But it's not the end of the world.
True.
Stay positive.
I like that, and yeah, Arteta has to look back and revise what kind of was decided today, because there were some decisions I think were questionable. But thank you very much. Let me bring my man forward. Same thing, Tottenham Hotspur. 1 point here. Coming to the Emirates. They haven't won here since 2010. I know they didn't win today, but is it something that you're concerned about them coming here and doing that, or is it down to us why they got a point today?
Personally, I think it's a credit to the league that many teams are at a higher level. If you look 2 years ago, Arsenal and Tottenham weren't in contention for being in higher positions. And now you have teams like, where is Trossard from again?
Brighton.
Brighton, yeah, who are really coming up in the league. And it's a credit to the league, and I like that because it's more competition. So I expect the gap will be close to Man City when you have more teams competing. So I am disappointed for the draw, right? But in the bigger scheme of things, now that I'm calm down, I'm thinking about it. We still have 32 games to go. A lot of football to play.
Yeah.
A lot of months. We're going to lose games. We're going to win games. We're going to draw games that we expect to win. Other teams are going to experience the same things because the league is getting better. We are getting better players in different teams. I mean, Aston Villa has a stacked team, right? Brighton has a very good team, even though they don't cost a lot of money. Manchester United is thereabout. They're going to come at some point in time, right? Chelsea, well, we can laugh at Chelsea, but the thing is this, I expect more teams to compete and more big, quote-unquote, big teams to lose a lot more points than they expect. So the days of team getting 100 points or so, I think it's coming to an end. Man City will still get found out, and I just hope that we can be in the running come May again, and we can really push forward there. But as it regards to the team right now, I hope that the squad will be able to cope without a couple of players being out injured, because that's a part of it. That's a part of it. We knew before the season started that we had a very thin squad, and Mikel, it's on Mikel.
Okay.
So he has to really rejuvenate the guys who are not playing. That this is their time now. We have been saying that we wanted Smith Rowe to play, we wanted this guy to play. Where is he gonna play? Now it's their time to put their foot where they get the time to go out and play this coming weekend and next coming weekend. If Rice is in, Jorginho can fill the position and say, "Here, I'm holding down this position."
Yeah,
so
let's hope it continues and he can do that and they can earn their right to continue to play. And so you're not worried too much about.
I'm not
Tottenham
really
Hotspurs.
worried about any other team.
Perfect. Thank you very much, my friend. And let me ask you: are you worried about the resurgence of Tottenham Hotspur after they got a point today here at the Emirates?
To be fair, I think Tottenham obviously they've improved. A new manager, he gives that little bit of more of a boost when you get a new manager in. I personally think that Tottenham are a threat because I think that they are getting better all the time. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I love football and I appreciate football on all good sides. And Tottenham played some good football, and they've been playing some good football under this new manager. They are going to be in the top four along with us.
Wow.
And to quite frankly, what I'd really like to see. Champions League final between us and Tottenham, and then we absolutely annihilate them.
My heart wouldn't be able to handle that, but yeah.
I think we are getting a lot better, and I think that if you look at where we were in the last few years since Wenger left, and then and where we are now, if someone could have told me we'd be in the top four again and we'd be challenging for the league last year, maybe we just ran on short because we just didn't have quite enough depth in the squad.
Okay.
I'd be absolutely delighted with that, and I think Arsenal are going to go places. I think Arteta's still a young manager. I think he's going to make us better, make us stronger. And I think the more players that he get and more transfer windows he gets, I think he's going to give us more of a chance.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, it's 1%. The battery is about to die. We might have to wrap up soon. But let me ask you just quickly, your thoughts quickly on Tottenham, and do you think they're becoming more of a fearful side now?
You know what?
They might cut.
They've got better.
You have to keep this quick.
Yeah, they've got better, but on the end of the day, they're just playing good football, and they've come here today to play good football. And then on another day, we possibly could have lost that if it weren't for the fact that we took the lead twice. But Tottenham had a number of opportunities, and their best player on the park is Bissouma, because I thought him and the midfield was outstanding. So yeah, they won. They won that midfield battle, and we need to improve in the next game.